Meta is the parent company to Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp. Did you know that these companies have significant belief in open source technologies, and more so that the industry is actually fully adopting these technologies? They either are number one in the category or very close to it. I was just looking here on Meta has an open source dedicated website. They say they have over 600 projects. Well, 600 is a pretty exploded number. I mean, it's a real number, don't get me wrong. They have a lot of open source projects, but a lot of the projects in that number include just like tutorials and training and things like that. They have these top featured products, however, that everyone has heard, every software engineer basically here on Earth has heard of these projects. So we've got React, which is the #1 top used JavaScript framework. It allows you to build web apps seamlessly for single page app experiences. And it extends further as React is a foundational framework that allows you to build extra on top of it. You can even build video renderers, game engines. They have a dedicated DOM renderer and mobile native with React Native. So this is that came from Meta. This came from Meta. Facebook built this. We also have Docusaurus. This is an open source documentation for basically any website for any kind of doc. But usually API companies like PubNub, we use Docusaurus. We use Docusaurus to document all of our APIs. This is a very common use case for Docusaurus, and it's how we build our API documentation. All right, so here, for example, we've got Docusaurus right here is PubNub Docs right here, and it's really easy to navigate. You click around, it's easy navigation, and it's all sort of built and rendered before it's deployed. So it is a very performant model, and I like it because you can reuse components and reuse. Docusaurus is fantastic. There's also PyTorch, which is an industry-leading AI framework that leverages GPUs to accelerate the teaching and inference of AI models. It's so prevalent that the world's top AI company, OpenAI, or at least the top AI company in terms of awareness in the industry, uses PyTorch to power all of its products, right? So you've got ChatGPT, GPT-4, all of them. They use PyTorch. We also see that OpenAI, Tesla uses it as well, right? And we do too at PubNub. So we actually use all of these 3 top frameworks at PubNub, and most businesses today will likely be using one of these 3 top frameworks. They all came from Meta. I'm just mentioning this because often I hear in the industry that we don't give a lot of credit to the amount of open source that has been delivered to the community by Facebook, Meta, open source. Like, it's amazing, right? There's even one of the leading open LLMs, right? These chat models that you can run locally, Metas Llama3, is also open sourced. So they're open sourcing a lot, and I would say more than most businesses. They just don't, we don't hear about it very often, and I figured it deserved a little bit of credit just to be mentioned here. Also at PubNub, we rely on Meta's open source technology so much that we've baked it directly into one of our premium products, our chat SDK. It is based on React and React Native. And it was kind of easy to choose that because the industry has decided that React is the top JavaScript framework. So it was easy for us to make that decision to be as compatible to the most businesses as possible.